Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, I want to share a really wonderful story with you. It's about something that's important for all of us, how we can all live together peacefully. It's a story about a very special village and an even more beautiful idea.
But before we get into the story, let's just pause and think about this for a second. What does it really, truly mean to live in harmony with other people? It's got to be more than just, not arguing, right? Let's dig into that.
Okay, so let's start with a really important word, tolerance. At its heart, it's just about being open and willing to accept that other people might see the world differently or believe in different things or live in ways that aren't the same as yours. It's really the starting point for everything else.
And when you have tolerance, it leads to this, harmony. Harmony is what happens when that acceptance turns into action. It's that wonderful, calm, and balanced feeling when different kinds of people are living together, side by side, and it just works.
All right, so to really see what these ideas look like in the real world, let's kick a little trip to a special place that really got it right.
So picture this beautiful little village, maybe nestled in some green hills. In this village, you had people from all different walks of life, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and Christians, and they all lived together in peace. They weren't just neighbors, they were a real community.
And right in the heart of this village, there was a lovely garden they called Unity Park. This place was special. It was the central hub, a symbol of how they were all connected. And right in the very center of that park, there was this huge, magnificent old tree. Everyone knew it as the Tree of Tolerance. This was the spot, right under its branches, where people from every faith would gather to just talk. They'd share stories, traditions, and just be together. So this village already had this amazing sense of unity, right? Well, one day they had an idea to take that special feeling and create something even more incredible. They had this totally brilliant idea. They thought, instead of each of us celebrating our own holidays separately, what if we combined them? What if we created one huge, amazing festival to celebrate everyone's traditions all at the same time? And check out how thoughtful their plan was. They decided to call it the Festival of Harmony. The rules were simple but powerful. They'd celebrate as one big family, make absolutely sure that everyone's customs were respected, and get people from every single faith involved in the planning. They even picked a perfect way to start by lighting lamps, a beautiful symbol of light winning over darkness that so many of them shared. And this is where the story just gets so wonderful. They had the plan, but now let's see how every single person pitched in to bring this incredible festival to life. So you had the Hindu families out on the streets creating these stunning, colorful rangoli designs with colored powder, making the whole village burst with color. At the same time, the Muslim families were in their kitchens, cooking up the most amazing food to share with everybody. You can just imagine the incredible smells wafting through the village. The Sikh families did their part by cleaning their place of worship, the Gurdwara, making sure it was spotless and welcoming for all the guests who would come by. And the Christian families went and decorated their church with loads of beautiful flowers. See what was happening? Everyone was contributing in their own special way, all to make their shared home beautiful for this one big celebration.
So when you step back and look at it, what's the real lesson here? What is this beautiful story really trying to tell us?
It really all boils down to this. When people from all kinds of backgrounds make an effort to come together with real respect and open minds, they don't just get along. They build something truly special, a community that's not just peaceful, but full of life and color. And in doing all this, the villagers stumbled upon this incredible truth. As they were sharing food and laughing and telling stories, They realized that all the things that made them different were actually tiny compared to all the wonderful human things that made them the same.
Now, this isn't just some fairy tale about a village far away. It's really an invitation for every single one of us. We can all create our own little festivals of harmony right where we are, every single day.
And it's actually pretty simple. First off, just be curious. Ask questions and learn about people who are different from you. Next, always show respect for what other people believe and how they live. Then don't be afraid to share a bit about yourself and be a really good listener when they share back. And finally, actively look for the things you have in common. I promise, you'll be amazed at how much you find.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to take with you. If you were put in charge of creating your very own festival of harmony, maybe in your neighborhood or your school or your town, what would it look like? How would you bring people together? It's a pretty beautiful thing to think about. Thanks so much for listening.